Yesterday, our guests were Daniel Kaluuya, Oscar winner Daniel Kaluuya, and Kane Robinson came yesterday for a show that Daniel had written, directed, and produced that's coming on Netflix called The Kitchen. And Daniel Kaluuya, you know, he was in Get Out and he was in like so many things, and he's such a serious actor. That probably was my most nerve-wracking interview because I did not know if Daniel Kaluuya had a sense of humor. And it's things that just, y'all may not believe this, but literally I grew up so shy. I was scared to talk to people. Now I can't stop running my mouth. But it's also, so I get really, really shy if I don't know, you know, a person. And there's still things that cause me a little bit of trauma when I was on The View. Like one time we had a ton of basketball players, NBA basketball players on The View, and the producers wanted them to do a video in the green room where they were singing that song. Remember, Call Me Maybe, when everybody was doing that Call Me Maybe stuff by Carly Rae Jepsen. And the thing, this is, hey, I just met you, this is crazy, and that. And so most of the guests wanted to play along and do it. But I just knew when they walked in, like they had this swag that was too cool, they wasn't gonna do it. And they wanted me to ask, and I said, I had asked, and they was like, we're not doing it. So I sent Elizabeth Hasselbeck in there, because she was blonde and bubbly. And I said, so she went in there all perky. She was like, guys, can you sing the Call Me Maybe? And I just remember they were sitting there and they was like, no, we're not doing all of that. And trauma is not the word. So sometimes it's hard for me to put myself out there. And I did not know if Daniel Kaluuya was gonna open up to me when he was sitting on the couch, because I wanted to be fun and all of this. And he was serious. So I texted our mutual friend, Lil Rel Howery, he was in Get Out with Daniel Kaluuya, and I said, how is he? Is he serious? Does he have a good sense of humor? And I saw that Lil Rel was going to respond. You know how you see those three bubbles, like they're typing? Then the three bubbles disappear. So I'm like, well, what does that mean? Does that mean he doesn't have a good sense of humor? Does that mean he's not gonna wanna play along with me? I wanna do a British accent. I wanna do all this stuff I want people to feel like they can have fun, but Rel didn't answer me back. So I go up to say hi to the guests every day, and I was so nervous. And when I tell you, I was musty in 3 seconds. I didn't sweat it. I had this beautiful dress on. I didn't sweat it through the dress. And then I walked in there and I was like, hey, how you doing? And I'm talking fast and he goes, it's lovely to meet you. And I'm like, but he didn't smile when he said it. And then there's Kane. Now, Kane is a superstar over in Britain. He is a rapper, Kano. He's got a top show called Top Boy that was on Netflix. I walked in there and I was like, I love you on Tip Boy, and then just Tip Boy. So he's looking at me like, who are you? You know? And then I'm messing up, and you know, and then Daniel Kaluuya staring at me and Kane staring at me, and I go, and you know, I looked at Daniel Kaluuya, and this is what I did. I went, we're gonna have a good time. And even as I was doing it, I was like, bitch, what are you doing? What? I got this tight dress on, we have a good time. So of course they all looked at me like, okay. And then so we're on the couch. I'm sweating. Everybody, John is trying to calm me down, and I'm going, he's not gonna play with me. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So we're sitting there, and they started talking about their music, but the first question they answered, I think they weren't really giving me anything. And I in my head, I'm going, this interview is going downhill fast. And I'm sweating. And then I said something, I made a joke, because I was sitting there, and there was this voice that said, I put you here. This is what you are to do. It just literally, because I'm going, I don't know where to go. You know, have you ever had a date where like you're in front of people that are important, you're giving a speech or you gotta talk to somebody and your hands get, and you can't find your groove. You can't, like no matter what, you don't know how to get, and I wasn't present because I was so nervous going, this is not going well. But during the segment, Kane had started talking about his music and he said something that made me think after that voice said, I put you here, relax. It made me think of a joke that broke the ice. Take a look. So your rap name is Kano, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, how did you get into that? Like, were you a rapper first and then an actor, or?
Yeah, rapping first. Started really young, around 15. I was making music, you know, in the bedroom, as you do, and just making beats, and then...
Did you sit in the bedroom as you do?
As you do.
All the ladies is like, all right. What beats you making? Once that happened, they laughed, and then there was another thing that I did, another joke that I made. Daniel Kaluuya was talking to me, and I had to stop him and go, you talking too fast. I don't understand what you're saying, and he loved it. And then he even brought back the making the beats joke when I couldn't do so. He said, oh, you're thinking about those beats in the bedroom. So the interview was so great, but literally I was sitting on the couch as this is happening, and I wanted to cry because I started going, Jesus, you're so good to me. You are so good to me that you gave me what I needed in that moment. So if you watch it on YouTube, it doesn't look like any of that is going through our head, but a lot of people don't see that thing in front of your face. Only you know it's there. And that thing, I just had to sit and be calm and go, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Relax and walk into it. Just relax and be.